I want to talk to you about Florida.
Okay. Florida's weird.
It is, and a lot of crazy shit goes on there.
Yeah.
Some of it disgusting.
This
of it would fall into that camp.
All right.
A popular strip club, good start,
Yeah.
in Jacksonville, Florida, has been closed until further notice after several dancers contracted diarrhea last Friday night. Oh no. Folks, if you're eating your lunch, either stop or stop us, because this is not going to go well for you.
That's great.
The cause of the incident has been initially linked to a contaminated buffet at the venue. Oh boy.
This isn't like your Portland strip clubs that have good steaks.
No, not
Apparently
the steak
this is
and booty.
not good.
No. According to reports by local media, the strip club was nearly full on Friday night when the incident occurred, and both staff and customers were reported to have eaten from the free buffet. Oh, God.
Wow.
Which included the usual selection of ribs, chicken, and deep-fried shrimp.
I hope this wasn't Edrin James' place.
Oh, is he?
He's got a strip club in Florida.
Deep-fried shrimp at a strip joint is a terrible idea. One source familiar with the investigation told reporters that bad shrimp was the most likely cause. Typically, shrimp, this is a quote, typically shrimp are involved in cases like this when they are not cleaned thoroughly.
Okay.
Patrons at the venue who were sitting near the stage were the most directly affected by the incident or perhaps traumatized by the incident.
Yeah. There might have been one person who was like, oh, this is my jam.
Right. Like, I've been searching diarrhea on Pornhub for years, and finally it's right in front of my face.
All we need now is a fidget spinner. No, that's a call forward, right?
Don't bring those around. It could be, yeah. 3 dancers were performing on separate poles when the first sign of trouble emerged.
Oh, God.
At first, there's a quote. At first, I picked up a bad smell. I thought maybe the guy next to me farted.
It's good. I mean, that's a good first call. You're like, stinky bastard.
Said the witness who declined to be named. Oh, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Let me give you all my information. By the way, one of the many, I thought about this when he doesn't give his name. One of the many, many bad things about going to a strip club are if shit goes down, that's one of the last places you want to be, because then you're going to get questioned. They're going to be like, well, why were you at the strip club?
If you're not supposed to be there.
No.
Yeah.
Unless you're at like a bachelor party and there's some sort of, social acceptance of that. But yeah, you don't want to be at the strip club and they're like, we interviewed Matt who had been there since noon that day.
Yeah.
It was at this point that the first dancer was unable to control her bowels any longer, and oh boy, plug your ears. A stream of brown liquid gushed over the stage. Quote, it was absolutely disgusting. A number of guests immediately puked. I personally ran for the exit. I lost all interest in the show.
Now,
no way.
Let me ask you that even if it's an emergency, wouldn't you have a little time to run off stage?
Well, you would think, but I guess maybe they thought they could work through it.
So Friday night, packed house. So this is going to be their top-rated entertainment, their top-rated dancers.
I would assume Friday or a Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, so that means that, I guess it really caught them off guard.
For sure. Wow. And I'm assuming that all 3 were up there going like, I just got to get to the end of the song. Like, Girls, Girls, Girls is playing. And they're like, come on, wrap it up.
Let's go, Vince.
Come on, Vince. The other dancers on stage also suffered from diarrhea soon after and abandoned their performance. Quote, they had a hard time getting off stage. High heels and diarrhea don't really mix.
Oh. Well,
I love that they all ate the shrimp.
Yeah. I bet the buffet is probably normally pretty good. Because you can't get people sick at a strip club because they're not coming back. Right? Because if you get sick and you go home to your wife and you're like sick all night, like, what did you eat? You're not going to risk that again. So you have to have decent food.
I could see that argument, but I think it's more like you might come back, but you wouldn't eat.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So you go to a strip club and then you get like a poo-poo platter and take it to the stage with you? How does that work?
Well, as I told you, there is a strip club in Portland where they serve steak and people eat it right at the rack.
That's
which
so
is incredible
weird
to me.
I get the drinking at a strip club.
Sure.
But I don't understand, what would go really good with these boobs is some nachos, bro.
Hey,
do they have any chicken wings?
Maybe you just got off work. You didn't have time to eat. you bump in there and you're like, I gotta need a steak and a potato. Or, hey, you know what? All these shrimp look good. Oh, they look like they might have turned. No, I think they're okay.
It's just weird to me that you would go and get some food and go and to watch girls dance.
Well, there's a lot of crazy people at these places. So you have to remember that. Keep that
true.
in mind. But I don't think it's going to necessarily deter them from coming back, because it's not like a Chipotle situation where they're like, where are we going to eat tonight? It's
That's
more
true.
like, hey, I want to go see titties. I guess we're going back to that place. Don't eat the shrimp. Quote from the cleaning staff: strip clubs are generally dirty places, but this was on a whole new level. I've seen feces in a urinal once or twice, but never in the sinks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
God damn. Whew.
Oh, boy.
In an effort to compensate customers for the incident, ready?
Yeah.
The venue's management took to social media to offer free entry to any guests who had been at the club on Friday night. What?
Yeah.
Like, you're going to go throw that out and just be like, hey, anybody, well, honor system, come in, and we're going to give you free entry, not anything else. Literally just you can come inside.
Yeah.
Come inside.
Well, the buffet is free, so you're pretty much getting free buffet, if you think about it.
Well, they did say the free buffet won't be available until further notice, though. So the buffet has been shut down, but you can come back and we'll pay your entry, which was probably like $5. For
That's a
witnessing
bummer.
that spectacle, you get to come back
For free
again.
and good, and hopefully the stage is clean.
Hopefully the stage is clean. And could you imagine being one of those dancers and coming out again that first time back out? I mean, you wouldn't take your clothes off.
No, that's
Thanks for the free entry.
and the free exit, if you think about it.
Oh man,
The free expulsion.
I apologize to everybody who had to listen to that, but I just saw that story and could not believe it. The quotes were just too funny.
Oh, that is too much.
Disgusting. So next time you're up in Portland.
Now, let me ask you this:
Sure.
is your wife into strip clubs?
No.
Male or female?
No.
If she was, would it bum you out if she wanted to go? Like see some giant schlongs?
That's a good question. I don't know if I would care. I think I'd be like, oh, that's odd. Like, I wouldn't have expected her to want to do that.
Okay.
I went to some strip clubs in my 20s, and there were times where, like, one of my friends in particular, it was like, if you wanted to go have a drink with him after work, he'd be like, well, I'm going to this strip club. I'm like, can we just go to a
You're
fucking
like,
bar?
dude, I just want to go. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You're
don't
like,
want
the
to
game's
go.
on. We can go watch freaking hockey. What are we doing at a strip
Right.
club?
Oh, they got TVs there.
Yeah.
Like, no, I know, but I don't. So it's like, what am I supposed to do here? So I got into the habit of, if I ever went to do it, I'd like go play pool or something.
I
do
gotcha.
something else.
Yeah.
And occasionally you look over and be like, oh yeah, there she
Well,
is.
yeah, you can't help but, I mean, it's
Right.
loud music and there's somebody on a stage moving. They could be fully dressed. You're going to look over.
But it's just such a weird thing as your daily reality. Like, I'm just going to, I just want to have a couple pops after work. I'm just going to go to this slimy
Hit the
strip
boobies.
club.
Yeah.
It's so odd to me.
Now, if your wife was into it, would it be weird? Like if she came home and you're like, oh, hey, did you have a good time? She's like, yeah, freaking the buffet was amazing. Would you be like, what are you doing? Why are you eating there?
Well, it's just so funny because all of these what ifs
Mm-hmm.
are so not in line with my wife's personality.
Oh,
that it's
just
like,
wait. Just wait. You're going to pick up the paper and like, it's going to be your name. So-and-so was interviewed after, literally shit went down at the strip club.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. And
No, you
there's
never
certainly
know.
a lot less of the male variety here than the women variety. Plenty of women options here for strip
Gotcha.
clubs. Yeah. So
There's
I
no-
don't know.
There's no.
Who knows? Maybe she goes all the time and I don't even know about it.
Yeah. I think if Annalise went and she was not enjoying the show but eating, I'd be kind of like, really? I'd be almost
Yeah.
bummed. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, you're better than this.
Yeah.
Well, what's going to be a real shock to my wife is when she shows up and I come on stage and she's like, oh no.
That would be awesome. That would be
How do you
awesome.
think I get all this extra money?
And you're eating shrimp. You're like, hey.
Hey.